It's Madden NFL 23. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Commanders and the Hawks, and it's all up next.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
We're set for football, and off we go from Seattle. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
As I remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia, he was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Come on. Hey.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. And why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number 1.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from the big-time player on the defensive side of the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That pass just a little bit off for the Wolverine. They're trying to force it in.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. It appears they're going to throw forward with Murray. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And the formula there on the two-point try to go forward. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
They begin the drive with Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Geno. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing now is Geno. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Smith. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Smith. Going right back to Dotson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Geno on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. From the red zone now, Smith. Samuel bringing in the slant. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Here's Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Smith. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Mike Gesicki from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have cut the lead back down to 2. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Here's Murray. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to rifle on deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's got it to Gibson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Murray now. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30, past midfield. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
On 1st down, it's Smith. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got Mike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice fit.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jamal Williams taking it in from the 20. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
This is intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. It'll be a pickup of a couple that leaves him with a 3rd and 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Smith on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. It's complete, and they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they like to pass there in the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there and worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Washington offense back out there.
They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Some touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Finding Walker complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Well, it's only week 1 season, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense going back to work. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
He's going to take another shot here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got it. So the drive for 2 successful. And it moves their lead up even further. And of course, on the turn, we're trying to the option. Pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Jamal Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders get a bit closer. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 19-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Throwing now is Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Murray to air it out again. The quick slant caught. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now Murray. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts? Passing versus running on 2-point conversion. Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Smith. And this one is incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. Now Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Geno now to throw. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 26. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, Smith. And returns it right back to Samuel. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. To throw is Murray. And he's got it. They have it over. Little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on it.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Now a deep ball there on second down. Lined up incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. On the return is Peterson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. As time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead on the final play of the half. A final shot before half for Murray. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they go for 2, but they do get it. So we've reached half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go. We wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. Put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half.
Ready?
On first down, Smith.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
Touchdown, Washington. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
McLaughlin for the extra point.
So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Murray now to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 1st down, Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 26 yards. And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again. Now Murray again. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it. Extend this lead out even further.
Well, this is something that Pete Carroll showed me pretty well from Zeke. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing the ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
Here we go.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That 2nd down play makes him -4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And a throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Murray now on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Tress, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Forget the deficit, right? They're going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or 2? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. After the turnover, here's Murray. Past the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
Hey,
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Smith. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a number of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Now it's Peterson. An excellent return that time. 26 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing in cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Murray now. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. Not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it. Can extend this lead out even further.
Well, that's when you got your eye. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would...
Back now in Seattle, Washington. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Geno on first down. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Smith. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Gesicki, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they can be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. That's caught, and they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the backflip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this, but to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Smith. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Geno. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Smith on the right side, open is Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Commanders are able to at least get one score back. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Murray. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Murray. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Seahawks add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So they go with the pass here on the 2-point try, and they look converted, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Seahawks just continue to roll. Shotgun now from Murray. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for him here in this ballgame. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time. Looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Smith on first down. Complete, it's Dotson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football in hands. We welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down. Smith going right back to Dotson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Throwing again is Smith. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on third down, Smith. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. After the interception, here's Smith. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On second down, Williams. Down inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Jermaine Johnson
In there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a lot.